Hey there everybody, Arlos here from Ice Games, bringing you episode 35 of my Rogue Trader Let's Play series. And yeah, kind of excited about this one. Well, not that I'm not excited about all of them. Very excited about this one because we are headed to Dragonus, our kind of like homeworld kind of thing. So I need to go here. I've got a couple missions on Dragonus. I've got, number one, I need to do my, I have to go to my capital world. Spiders in the jar. Oh, power of their cave capital world of the Von Valencia's dynasty has been founded, is awaiting my arrival, so I need to go there for that. Reclaim what's lost. That's also part of it. We need to. Where is it? I need to go there because Jay wants me to go there because she wants to become like an actual trader, not trader. So she wants that to happen. So that's kind of what we're working on right now. Yeah. So things are going pretty good there. Contract rumors, all this stuff. Did I do any of this stuff? No. Okay. So that's where we're heading to next. Oh, looks like there's an Adeptus Mechanicus ship. That's floating above the world. So let's go there first. Take a quick look at my forces, make sure we got everything we need. I should probably get. I used a whole bunch of healing items. Let's recruit some of those. Yeah, you're good there. You're good. You're good, and you're good. Okay, just double checking. All right, so let's go to this Adeptus Mechanicus ship and see what's up. So, Lord Captain, a transport shuttle bearing the markings of the Adeptus Mechanicus is approaching the ship. Magos Tarzus delegation intends to board our ship and gain an audience with your lordship. This is exactly how they phrased it. He intends, not humbly requests. Many of the tech comrades neglect diplomacy with interacting with the laity. It is regrettable. All right. Receive the delegation. They may indeed be here on important business. It will be done, Lord Captain. Requesting permission to be present at the audience granted to my tech comrades. Oh, of course we're going to take them with us. Yeah, we should be good there. We'll take everyone we normally do, so let's accept that. All right, so we're getting some tech priest people on our ship. Hopefully this goes. Maybe they'll give us some awesome stuff. Maybe that's what this is all about. That would be pretty awesome. I would love to get some new items and stuff from the tech priests. Yeah, I gotta remember to start using more of my kind of bounty hunter stuff and whatnot, my abilities. All right, here we are on my ship. Oh, okay, we're in the, this is actually where we first did a battle. This is where we first killed that rogue servitor. All right, how's it going, everybody? A group dressed in the crimson priesthood of Mards walks towards you, their gaze fixed on Pascal. You note that the group is not monolithic. Some of the members are more heavily armed and follow a large tech priest clad in battle armor. Others keep a respectful distance and cast inquiring looks at their own leader, whose hunched prosper bellies his tall frame. Despite the hood holding his face, you recognize him as Opticon 22, who you encountered on football. Oh, it's Opticon 22. Cool. Yeah, we literally just saw you. The enormous tech priest points his hand at Pascal and lets out a booming roar, not unlike a factory alarm. It makes your very bones vibrate. Herald servo scars marked with an emblem of the cog follow in his wake. They blare shrilly. Thou shalt not suffer a heretic in thy forge. If rust begets rust, Pascal Huneman, in the name of the Adeptus Mechanicus, you are under arrest. Oh, what? Diplomacy, mode engage, announcement. The Adeptus Mechanicus offer their apologies. We would like to inform you of the necessity of conducting an operation to detain, arrest, terminate a faulty unit on the Rogue Trader's territory. What? Let's study them. Tech priest, tech use succeeded. You identified the rare armor the enormous tech priest is wearing as a sector's plated mechanism suit. It carries the imprints of many battles and have markings that announce the status as a relic. Some of the armor damage looks fairly severe, to the point of endangering its operation. The slivers of flesh revealed under the steel are marked with terrible chemical burns. Every now and then, a shake from the tech priest's body, and a painful sounding hiss comes from its box. The tall tech priest who spoke to you looks more peaceful and makes a point of not drawing his weapon. There is an air of concern about the way he frequently glances over at his fellow, scrutinizing his condition. Let's see. On what charge are you trying to arrest a member of my retinue? This heretic is accused of stealing personal identification codes, spreading tech heresy on the world of Kiva Gamma, and making an attempt of the life of a servant of the Omnissiah. What? The faulty unit will be removed. In the name of the Omnissiah, I condemn you. You are malfunctioning, Tech Comrade. I deem your logical conclusion questionable. The statement is false. Tech Brother Tarzus is willingly undergoing holy treatment deterioration, which, however, does not critically affect his cognitive ability for data analysis. Unit calling itself Pascal will have information. We have information that implicates you, having learned that you are a member of the Retrun, a maintenance specialist in the service of a rogue trader von Valancius. We have come here with the goal of meeting you, intercepting you, engaging you in combat. What? Let's see. I'm not handing Pascal over to you unless I see evidence. Let us go get to the bottom of this matter together. Request approval, ready to work in cooperative mode. He gives us a haunty look and lets out a howl of wrath. Archiving, Tech Brother Tarzus opposes lay participation in the investigation search for the truth. The unit Opticon 22 advises in favor of the House Valancius representatives' participation request. See. Let's do first Lore Imperium. Let's do sure. Insist on joint investigation. Arresting a rogue trader's retreat member without any justification stands in breach of the law and my privileges under the warrant of trade. Request for cooperation reviewed and accepted. I request Tech Brother Tarza's consent to the cooperation of representatives of Von Valancius dynasty in the investigation proceedings. A sacrilegious conspiracy. I refuse to help the laypersons. I am a cog of the Deus Mechanist that grinds down corruption, and I will carry out the sentence immediately. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Pascal freezes, but green sparks light up his visor. He extends a hand towards Tarzus and replies in a clanging voice, "Let the cycle be discontinued." You realize Pascal's words are coming from both his Vox and Tarzus's. Then every sensor on the executioner's battle harness lights up at once, blindingly, and the wounded armored Leviathan lets out a deafening roar of pain. Attention. Priority notification. Service units of the Kappa Thread supply line are unauthorized to confront the rogue trader. Command, retreat, and reinitiate negotiations. I wreak punishment upon the name of the Des Mechanicus. Oh, okay, so his... Oh, are we fighting?
Your arrogance.
Oh my gosh, we're fighting.
Downfall.
Okay, so the one we've been dealing with, 22, he left, but now this guy wants to fight. Oh, okay, well, if you want to fight, let's fight. Cassia can go here. She'll do all the damage. I'm gonna go here. Let's go here. You can go here. And my sister battle can come over here. Alright, let's start the battle. Alright, let's see here. I can see all of them. Oh my gosh, I can see all of them. Yes, let's do that then. And... boom. Goes the dynamite. Do that again.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I love doing that so much. And then let's actually move them. Yeah, let's do that.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
That actually does damage to them. Okay, there we go. I should have used my abilities here. Oh well. End turn. Oh no! Ouch. Good dodge, Cassia. Alright, I'm gonna go. Ooh, you know what I could do? Well, first things first, I can have Cassia go again. And she's going to use her ability here.
If I may.
Which took a lot of damage on them. And then, what am I going to do? Let's throw a grenade. Can I throw a grenade that far? Oh, I can't throw a grenade that far. Okay, so let's get closer. Let's throw a grenade. That's actually very convenient. I was like, hey, I can make them move. And this worked out rather well. So I can throw a grenade and hit them all. Do that. Another grenade I want to throw? Gas grenade. Fire grenade, maybe. No, let's throw a regular grenade. That will kill 3 of them.
I'll make it happen.
Boom! Oh, only 2 of them. Okay, well, still. Then I can have someone go again. Do a whole turn. You know what? Let's do that with Yvette. Because she can... take you out.
If I deal death with my hands. I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause.
And then let's actually target you
This
in case you
tedium is
survive.
beneath me.
And let that turn here. Oh, it's your turn. Nice. Oh, and then it's her turn, so she just automatically got it. Awesome. Let's finish you off. What? She missed? Wow, I didn't expect that to happen. Switch weapons here. I see them both. I can! And I'm not even hitting my own, one of my own guys.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's make you my prey. Well, there's only 3 enemies left, so let's just make them all my prey. Sure, you can be my prey too. Let's use precision shot, and then we are going to...
Doubt is for the weak.
There we go, 1 down. Come on, come on! Ah, so close. And turn. Alright, we're going to charge... Oh, I'm going to make you my
Indeed.
S1 enemy. And then we're going to charge into combat
That's not
with
the
you.
Seneschal's job.
Good job.
Victory is imminent. I'm not interested.
And get the go there. And turn. Pascal, what are we going to do? Let's finish you off, but let's do this first. Make everyone's weapons a little bit better, and yours a little bit worse. And then let's just shoot you. And we leveled up too, which is awesome. And enter. Okay, Cassia, we are going to just have Albert go. Abelard, sorry. Go. And we should just be able to wipe you out
Grey
here.
hair, sure hair.
Okay, nice easy fight. That was a good easy fight. I like that. And we protected Pascal. Requesting cessation of hostilities. Alright, let's point at Tarzus. Help your brother. The unit that called itself Tarzus is dead. Has been disabled. This material asset is beyond restoration and rescue or reuse as spare parts. Despite his misconceptions, he was a servant of the Omnissiah. I'm sorry that you had to kill a comrade. I also regret have a negative assessment of this event. The Odessa Mechanicus still accused the unit identifying itself as Pascal of criminal theft of a unique identification code. Unlike Tech Brother Tarzus, I am not authorized to immediately arrest, execute the unit, but neither am I authorized to drop the inquiry. There are no apostates among us. Tech Brother Tarzus and the machine spirit that lived in his battle harness succumbed to the suffering that beset them. Their judgment was rash and erroneous. Now their torment is over. I declare them martyrs, and I'm requesting Tarzus' neural augment for the purpose of preserving his blessed memory. Astonished Tech Priest looks on. Pascal leans over the slain man's body and extracts The augment from his skull. His movements are as precise as they are respectful. Let's listen in silence. I thought he's still standing there, though. You saw the agony your brother Tarzus was in. His unbridled, pain-spurred faith intimidated you. Yet you were silent. Reverence stopped you from raising your voice to proclaim that the machine spirit in which his mind had merged was morbidly afflicted. The imperative of reverence had paralyzed your will, and you watched a tragedy unfold in silence. The sixth universal law states that comprehension is the true path to knowledge. Yet the procedural cycle has robbed you of your comprehension. Therefore, let the cycle be discontinued. Let the cycle be discontinued. Let the cycle be discontinued, tech comrades. Pascal, there's one small point I'm not clear on. What just happened? Yeah, what just happened? I decided to sustain my words with the excerpt from one of the blessed Emirate sermons on loss of internal and external function verses 4. My analysis deemed it appropriate. Now that the conflict is resolved, you may remain aboard my ship. Request denied. The Kappa thread supply line delegation is leaving Dragonas, express gratitude for the hospitality ceasefire, and proclaims its intent to return to Footfall to resume performing its regular functions. Okay. They talk to each other a little bit. All right, so Pascal not actually Pascal? Is that what they're kind of saying? Is like Pascal stole someone's identity? Oh, okay. Ooh, a new tech. Sorry, a new Omnisci axe, a new carbine, a new medium armor, a new sword. All right, so step, collect all.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay, collect all that stuff, and let's level up. What do we get for leveling up? Let's see here. We are gonna get ballistic skill, agility, weapon skill, wind power, toughness. Let's get toughness. Let's do sure, if a Hive World character starts their turn adjacent to an allied character, that Hive World character gains +2 movement points. Yeah, let's do that. Tend to start battles beside each other, so that's good. You're gonna grab ballistic skill, and we're gonna get let's see. Ooh, is my intelligence really high? My intelligence isn't even that high, so I'm not going to do that. All right, sir. Persistence of the Forge. Maybe. You know what? Sure, let's get more perception. Where am I looking at for perception? Yeah, okay, let's get more perception. Sure. My Aldari. Let's get ballistic skill, of course. Actually, maybe you should get some more agility. Yeah, let's get some more agility. Oh, I can use Drukhari weapons now? Like, I can use Drukhari weapons now? I didn't even notice that. Okay, I'll have to take a look there. Maybe I'll get some... Maybe I'll use some Drukhari weapons. Equal to perception. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, actually. Get perception then. If my... gains additional... Slate gains additional armor penetration equal to perception. So if I get more armor penetration, that'd be awesome. Let's level you up. We're going to get toughness. And then... Scatter, all eyes affected by perfect timing. All eyes affected by brace for impact gain 30% to cover penetration. Gains, yeah, let's do that. So I can hit enemies a little bit better. We're gonna. Oh, I can't do ballistic skill, so let's do perception, sure. And then. Is my weapon a solid projectile? I had to double check if it's a solid projectile or if it's like explosive, because it is a bolter, right? Let's do Shield of Faith. So I gain armor against demons and warp damage. I have a feeling we're gonna be fighting more demons soon. All right, we're gonna grab Fellowship, Willpower. Willpower give me. What's my intelligence at? 30. Fellowship is at 70. Let's grab more Fellowship. That's good for my abilities. Okay. An enemy fails a resistance test against my power. Navigator's power against some gain. Okay, we're gonna look at the chance. Let's grab that. Feds and faults. Okay, good to go. And now I just want to double check. Can you use Drukhari weapons now? I can. I can use Drukhari weapons. That's actually really awesome. I did not realize that. Okay. That is better than the one I currently have. Oh, is that a two-handed weapon? Oh, it is. Oh, I actually use it as a two-handed weapon. Okay, that's really cool. Okay, that makes me happy. There we go. Oh, that looks so cool. Am I going to fight some incubi in this game? Oh, I kind of hope we run into some incubi. All right, so let's leave here now, I guess. To the voidship bridge. To the planet. That's where we're going, to the planet. To my planet, my system, I'm actually really excited for my planet. See how this goes. Should be fun. Hopefully, at least. All right. Caps in your orders, all that stuff. No, let's just head to the Koronus Expanse map. Head to the planet. That's the one thing I wish. I could have go right from here instead of going to the bridge. I can just go right through this map. Okay, let's go to Draconis. Let's begin the scan of my own planet. Ooh, looks like I got a bunch of circular cities. Okay, so we've got 2 administration. Okay. No. Oh, but she has to go to that. I don't want to do that. No. Let's back out there. Let's go here first. And I do want to take Henrik's with me, though. I think he requested coming. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take Hendrix. No, I got to take Abelard. I'm going to take Hendrix instead of Iret. That's what I'm going to do. Maybe I don't take an Eldar there. You're also not leveled up. Let's exit out of here. You know what? Maybe... So I'm pretty sure he asked to come. Yeah, let's level him up first. Alright, you're gonna have a couple levels here. Let's grab Lord Xenos. No, actually, no, I don't need Lord Xenos. Grab athletics. And then let's grab... Contempt for the weak. Oh, that could be kind of fun. Let's go nimble. Grant a bonus to dodge. Then we're gonna grab bull strength. And then we're gonna get Psalms of Heroes. Oh, can I get new psychic abilities? Not really, no. Sanguinian Siphon. Siphon. In fact, I gotta, every time I deal damage, they gain a stack of Sanguinian Siphon. If that damage was dealt to the target change to the Psyker, they have gained 2 stacks instead. Psyker suffers lethal damage from... Oh! Okay, so I don't take lethal damage. Let's do that. Stay alive a little bit longer. And at that point, let's also get you some new items here. I'm going to be taking you here. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, grants the wearer's ranged attacks plus 2 times rate of fire % damage? Oh no, I think I want to give that to you. Oh my gosh, that's actually plus 2 times the rate of fire % damage. That looks interesting on there, that's for sure. Let's do that, sure. Focus on close combat with you then. Let's get you. Don't have voice of command or anything like that. Sure, let's do the critical hit chance and stuff. Just got a fun glowy sword. I want the pistol one. Sure, let's grab that. I get some Lord Xenos. No, I don't want Lord Xenos. No, I do want Lord Xenos. Right now. Sure, let's give you the needle pistol too. And you need a cape. I'll get you the... Yeah, sure, extra parry and stuff like that. And then some boots. Let's get... I'm not a navigator, so I don't use those boots. Sure. And then we'll give you a bunch of grenades. Can you actually use healing items? You can't. Okay, so just grenades. There we go. All right. You're good to go then. Actually, I should double check that you can take a better pistol, maybe. 9 to 14, 8 to 16. The battle pistol, nope. I think we're good for that. Okay, so let's exit here. Whoop. End of the planet. Only because he's an Inquisitor's helper that asked to come to the planet with me. So I think he's got some healing abilities, if I remember. I haven't used them for so long. And that's why, like, gosh, games like this, I wish, like, 6, like, give me like 1 or 2 more characters. That'd be awesome. I might see if there's a mod to give me more characters. That'd be fun. You break the game breaking, but fun. Ooh, okay, cutscene. Greetings, your lordship. Glory to the road trader. Long live the road trader. Glory to the road trader. Yes. Uh-oh. My people love me. Or fear me. I'm not sure which yet. It's kind of cool that rogue traders, like, have planets. That's something I didn't realize, that they own planets. That's really cool. Alright. The Emperor protects. Welcome home, your lordship. I am Clementia Wursarian. Oh, wait, that's the same as my seneschal. Okay. Court Chancellor of the Von Valensis dynasty. On behalf of the Draconis, please accept my deepest condolences for the untimely passing of Theodora von Valencius. Her departure is a terrible blow to us all, but one star expires, another always flares to life. And although still overcome with bitterness and grief, your subjects hope that you will become the trade dynasty's guiding light in these trying times. Clementia offers a reserved nod. She nods in return, and the lines of his brow soften ever so slightly. Aw. Young man quickly brings a respirator to his burnt face and bows his head courteously. His raven black hair, blah. So, Achilles Scandaler, a secretary of the administration department. I hope your journey to Draconis was not darkened by unwanted troubles. The Emperor protected us on our journey through the stars, and may he remain merciful to us till the end of time. Does your lordship wish to survey the grounds? Or perhaps we could state your curiosity by answering any question you might have. The governor has been notified of your arrival on Draconis and will visit the palace shortly. The preparations for the official visit are well in hand, but your lordship still has plenty of time before the meeting. Hold on a moment. Did you say... what did you say your last name was? You heard correctly, your lordship. I am of House Wersian, Lord Albert's granddaughter and direct descendant. A succession of service is an effective good. It grants new generations understanding of their function with their mechanism. Counselor Counselor has held her position at the Von Valencius court for many years. She earned Lord Captain Theodore's respect through acts of great preservation. There is no room for doubt. Blood had nothing to do with it. All right. So the Emperor blessed those who strengthen humanity's domain through their deeds. You have reason to be proud of your progeny. Thank you, Lord Captain. So why isn't the governor here to greet me? Apologies, your lordship. The governor's residence is on the other side of the world, by the administrative palace of Draconis. We sent word as soon as you entered the system, but it takes time to travel the great distance to your domain. All right, that makes sense. I would like to rest before the meeting. Where are my chambers? They are very close, just down the hall. There is also where the study and the audience chambers are. Lady Theodora's studies has remained locked since her last departure, but on account of your arrival, we've arranged for it to be tidied up. It is ready whenever you may need it. All right, you're dismissed. I apologize for my bluntness, but I have a request to make. Perhaps before the meeting takes place, the illustrious Lord Captain could spare a few minutes for a conversation with me. I'm certain that you will find my report on the state of affairs in the Von Valencius Protectorate most useful. Okay. For some reason, I don't trust this guy. I trust. She's my seneschal's granddaughter. Also need to remember how long people live in the 40k universe, like hundreds of years. Alright, reclaim what was lost. Alright, we figured this out. Let's head out. Oh, I'm by myself. Oh. Oh, is this like another little homeworld thing? Okay, the agent conjugator linked to the palace systems networks. Okay. Oh, there's some goods over there. The walls of your home suffocate me. I long to go to the twisted... I long to leave this twisted world at the first opportunity. Some trees. Living fruit-bearing tree at the heart of the hive world is a fascinating sight. That's cool. Anyone over here I can talk to? The Janus delegation salutes you, your lordship. Some goods up here. Let's take a look at that. Bunch of aristocrats. Oh, sorry, I missed whatever this is. An ancient conjugator linked to the palace system network. Okay. Hey, Jay. Such illustrious society. Such well-heeled nobles, indeed. It would be worth visiting Draconis even without getting to know you, Shireen. This world offers a huge scope for doing business.
What a
It does.
peculiar thing.
Sinks to the bottom. So we toss a coin in there. Okay, head of the Gammas. May the Messiah bless the Von Valenciennes dynasty. Anything up here? More goods, it looks like. Oh, a shady character. Oh, let's try to open it myself, I guess. Oh, it worked. A lovely day, is it, your lordship? Your presence only makes it better. Oh, so I don't trust you already. Oh, is there goods beside her? Oh, there is. Okay. See where the rest of my companions are. Oh, she's talking with the priest. Inspire us with strength and give us courage to overcome troubles and suffering in your name. The Emperor protects. Oh. No, I don't want to leave. There's clearly going to be a fight here later. At some point in time. Plank lists the names of each rogue trader that have led the Von Valenciennes dynasty dating back to the day the capital world was founded. Probably a long time ago. Alright, so let's head inside now. Greetings, your lordship. Yeah, I have a feeling something's gonna happen up here. But what is gonna happen? That's what worries me. More aristocrats. Alright, so my other characters are in here. Oh, hello. Welcome, your lordship. Let me inform you the location of the chambers of your dynastic estate. Okay, let me know what's going on. The main throne room is up the stairs and straight ahead. Your subject, Achilles Scandler, informed me that he humbly awaits the opportunity to meet with you there. Scalander? Scalander, yeah. Achilles. If your lordship wishes to rest after a long journey, then your personal chambers are up the stairs and on the right. Okay. Okay. If you need anything, whatever your soul desires, I'll be right next to your chambers, eagerly awaiting your orders. Okay. Thank you. Alright, well, let's head this way. Oh, there's some goods down here. The door here.
This is intriguing.
Ooh, some boots. Moves through a cell occupied by an enemy. Oh, whenever the wearer moves through a cell occupied by an enemy, the wearer gains plus 15% dodge against the enemy attack until the wearer's next turn. Okay. Pretty good. Big library. Leather covered books and stuff like that. Oh, this is my study. Okay. Fireplace, the last gun behind there. Some goods here. Some shardnet stuff. It's a multi-melta. Oh, hello. Oh, that's awesome. Conjugator is producing rhythmic sounds among with faint ringing stands. Okay, ringing sounds. Okay. Piece of furniture is obviously well cared for, but its surface is still covered in lots of scuffs, scratches, and stains. Okay. In my bedroom. Oh, there's a hidden door. Okay. What is this? Mysterious item undoubtedly created by inhuman hands. Mysterious Xeno artifact rests in the stasis field. Theodora, what were you up to? Lots of Xeno items here. The shelves of the library are laden with dusty tomes. Your eyes linger on the works of several administrative adepts and the memoirs of some unfamiliar explorer in distant realms. That's an Eldario item. That's Drukari, clearly. Mysterious item undoubtedly created by inhuman hands. Okay. Huh. More goods here. Okay, so we got a new cloak. When the wearer hits an ally with an area attack, the wearer gets +1 stack of zealot. Effect until they deal 10% damage to the area effects next each stack. That's not good. If I attack an ally and I do more damage. Damage of plasma weapons by 3. Oh, I can maybe give that to our tech priest friend. Empty glass and throw in unopened bottles of wines that finally sit there. Okay. Barely audible plaintive melody comes from the old worn speakers. Okay. Couch upholstered in fine clothing. Oh, okay. These are clearly in the wrong place. For books and stuff. Okay. Sit down. The seat is remarkably quiet and almost homely. Perhaps your predecessor used to when she sought a complete solitude. Listening to the muted melody coming from the box speaker, you can easily imagine Theodora reading a book with a glass of expensive wine in her hand. Let's choose a book. It will appear ancient. Well, there's look that they have never been opened. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's go. The Invincible Army: Analysis of the Tactical Triumph of the Astra Militarum. Interesting book. Prospect of spending the book in your hand looks interesting. The prospect of spending a couple hours of tranquil hours immersed in reading appeals to you. Siren status of tranquil. Alarms have been sounded. Oh no. Oh no. What's going on? Name of the rogue trader of House Von Valencius. Whoever has entered his lordship chambers will be eliminated. It was me. I did it. And I passed out. Your lordship, deepest apologies for the intrusion. Do you require any assistance? But on second thought, we had better just leave you in peace. Alright, so apparently, there's some traps in here. Alright, so let's just leave here. In fact, I think there was a door behind me here. Oh, that'll lead to a balcony, it looks like. My balcony, overlooking my city. That's crazy. All right. Let's exit here. I can't go through that door. But it's my door! Alright. Oh. There's Cassia here. Hey, Cassia. My compliments to your taste in art. The collection here is extensive and most interesting. Oh, awesome. More aristocrats and stuff. More of my... Oh, there's another companion over here. Where is... Abelard? There you are. While we're on Draconis, I will check the security reports, Secretary's reports, and keep an eye on logistics. Master Dancor does his job well, but a little scrutiny goes a long way with him. Okay. Good to know. Getting so many goods on this planet. I love it. Talked with Idira. Oh, good old Draconis. It's boring here without Lady Theodora. She loved to liven up the sleepy little place with a couple of crazy decrees and public floggings of flabbergasted nobles. Oh, that must be my dynasty throne, visible symbol of the rogue trader's power. It's my throne now. Your lordship, the governor is waiting on the periphery of the palace. Please let us know when you would like to see him. Awareness test. Oh! I missed that awareness. Oh no, I haven't failed anything for a long time. Achilles, does he cause any problems? Why? None at all, your lordship. Secretary Scalander is an outstanding individual and loyal servant of the Von Valencius dynasty. In Lady Theodora's absence, he collaborated on a number of issues related to the well-being of your domain, and he has proven himself quite capable. And I don't know why, but even the governor trembles before Achilles, which is unusual for a man of his, shall we say, standing. What are your responsibilities as Chancellor? Put it simply, I'm your trade representative. Any and all decrees, deals, official communication, and meetings are first reviewed by me and then forwarded to you, and from you down to the hierarchy. My purview also includes overseeing your lordship's property, the palace, the estates, the many gardens, and other demesnes on Draconis that you have inherited from Lady Theodora. And whenever you are present on Draconis, consider me your personal secretary. What can you tell me about Draconis? All deals of important decisions are made here in the capital. Many years ago, an ancestor of Lady Theodora signed an agreement with the Adeptus administration, which allowed for efficient management of the world and the neighboring systems in accordance with the decree. A share of the planet's population was assigned to the administration and converted into servitor scribes. They now toil across the entire world. Draconis is also the seat of several noble families who run all the major planets in the Protectorate. If I may express my not-so-humble opinion, they care very little about who exactly stands at the helm. Those pariahs think about their own profits just as much as they do about the prosperity of the Protectorate itself, if not more. And lastly, Draconis has its own fleet, a luxury available to the vast majority of other worlds in your realm, or unavailable. In addition to warships, the Protectorate also employs privateer ships, which are used to transport cargo between worlds. Oh, I want to use the... Thank you for a report. I think we should be... Oh, no, that's actually... Actually, listen to... Does the capital stay in contact with the other worlds? Fortunately, not at this time, your lordship. After a few representatives of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica on Draconis went into a frenzy, some of the Psychers were tragically pacified with their respective authorities. Since then, communication with the neighboring systems has been unreliable at best. Thanks to the Master of Mankind. Thanks be to the Master of Mankind that you managed to find your way here. The nobles' houses are so volatile. What sense is there keeping them? Over the many centuries, an intricate hierarchy has formed within the ruling elite of Draconis. The great houses do more than plunder your treasury. It is replenished, to a large degree, thanks to their administrative work in their hands. Naturally, you can get rid of anyone who you consider surplus to requirements, but right now, it could threaten the fragile stability that is currently holding the Protectorate together. Are there any issues I should be aware of? Apart from the disruptive communications, it has recently was recently raided by enemies of humanity. However, the fleet under the command of the captain, Ursian, triumphed over the accursed Xenos. And if you ask for my opinion on this matter, we have the situation completely under control. Oh, you catch her avoiding your gaze at the moment. For the first time, it is obvious that she is looking out for her house's good name, but despite the confidence of her tone. Okay, so clearly, I'm guessing Drukhari rated? Tell me the governor. So Urbend Drivestem is a well-respected man, and not just on Dargonis, but throughout the Protectorate. For many centuries, his house has supported the capital's administration and the logistics between the Von Valencia systems. The Drivestem's efforts secured years of order and prosperity on Dargonis. What's more, Lady Theodora personally insisted that the Lord Urban specifically be made the next governor. Okay. When you speak of Drivestem, I hear a hint of either contempt or resentment. No. I don't believe I feel either, your lordship. We have different views on how to run a world. We sometimes have discussions over the laws that are enacted, but we both work for the good of the Von Valencia's Protectorate. That much can be said without a doubt. Okay, thank you for the report. All right. Governor can wait a little longer. I still have matters to take care of. Certainly, your lordship. Okay. Oh, yeah, because I want to talk to everybody else. I need to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you yet. Oh, no, I do want to... I'll talk to you last. Henrix. Pascal. My appearance has caused a slight disturbance in the ranks of the servants assigned to this palace. Analysis of the performance of rituals and maintenance litanies are produced a satisfactory result. Okay. And then I just want to check over here, see if there's any items I missed. Nope, does not look like it. So let's head and talk to Henrix. The lack of observers in this world has led to the nobles becoming extremely complacent. Today alone, I overheard 3 statements that, if I so wanted, could be turned into grounds for charge of heresy. Oh gosh. All right, let's talk with you. Slender figures, clad in robes made from expensive fabric, shudders from violent coughing. Pressing a gilded respirator to his face, the man takes several deep breaths. Achilles, it has been moons. I hope your cousin is feeling well. Okay, now I'm glad I brought Henrix with me. She is in good health. She sends regards to you, as well as her wishes for your swift return. For as long as the stars shine in the sky, my vigil continues. So it does. Let's see. I'm not so foolish as to fail the notice of a conversation in code. Your insight deserves credit, Rogue Trader. Then again, I expect nothing less from Theodora von Valencia's successor. Allow me to introduce Achilles Scalander properly. In addition to his duties as Secretary of the Administration, he acts as an agent of the Golden Throne under my aegis. Oh, okay, good. Master Scalander was transferred into my remit by a colleague who is engaged in other matters in the Koronus Expanse. I'm sure you will find Achilles' service useful, especially when dealing with the schemes of humanity's foes within the borders of your protectorate. Greetings, Lord Arlos. Allow me to again to express my deepest condolences for the loss of Lady Theodora. I will do everything I can to track down and destroy all of Conrad's accomplices in the capital world. Do you know anything about what happened? What became of Conrad? The former Master of Whispers is a heretic and a traitor. Word of his treason reached Dragonis too late. Conrad came to the planet and left it immediately once he had shown discourse in the midst of the gullible and naive. The worst of the rumors he started with, you were the one responsible for Lady Theodora's sudden demise. Of course, your loyal subjects did their best to skin alive any who showed signs of doubt, but it seems unlikely that the wardens got to everyone who has allowed doubt in their heart, and now nurtures it in secret. Okay, so that's why maybe some of them were whispering when I was walking in. So you promised a report on the present state of the affairs of the Protectorate? I have already forwarded all official reports to your Seneschal. As for the conversation we're having right now, I would trust any paper or data slate with its contents. I wouldn't trust. You see, Lady Theodora, may the Emperor have mercy on her soul, was perfectly aware of Dargonis' political environment. You, however, have only just arrived in the capital world, and I thought it would be best to bring you up to speed. Frankly, the nobles of Dargonis, much like nobles on most worlds, are akin to spiders in a jar, ready to pounce on whoever is the weakest, or whoever they deem to be the weakest. The nobles here are well respected, rich and powerful individuals who Lady Theodora's favored for many years and found ways to rise above the rest by diligently serving the rogue trader. Every family pursues its own selfish interest, and each one expects that with the transition of power they will retain and even add to their lands and wealth. The families I would recommend giving particular attention to are the Drivestems, the Gapraks and the Sourbacks. I should also mention the Worstings. Not a noble houses per se, but a family who was part of Lady Theodora's inner circle. To the Blue Blood's great displeasure. Tell me about the drive stems. Oh, sorry, I clicked on something else. What makes the Garpak special? Garpaks hail from a remote Forge world, and among their distant relatives, there are many servants of the Omnissiah, and the house itself is close to the cult of the Adeptus Mechanicus, both in spirit and in their business connections. The Gapraks oversaw the industrial shipments within your protectorate until recently, even since the astropathic communication with the Gamma is severed. They've been quite concerned about the security of the planet placed in their care. What about the drive stems? The drive stems are an ancient governor house of Dargonus. Predictably, the greater the wealth of the Von Valencia's protectorate, the fuller their coffers go. The reputation is flawless except for one detail. When we have evidence that urban drive stems rivals seem to have the misfortune of regularly falling victim to Dino's raids. I find that these attacks are always a little too advantageous for the drive stems, but we lack solid proof, and it might never surface. The closer the officials is to the rogue trader, the braver and safer they feel. I would just like to remind everyone that rubbing soldiers with Dinos is a heresy that can be overlooked only in the case of the Von Valancia's heir, not his servant. Okay, what about House? He's talking about my Aldari friend. Tell me about the House Sourback. Religious and hardworking, the Sourbacks own many enterprises, including distillation manufactorums that produce promethium. I must note that lately members of the Sourback family have been prone to overly liable statements about the Von Valancia's dynasty. They believe that Lady Theodora is a bit too keen to leave her worlds without proper oversight. What about the Wurserians? The Wurserians are a line founded by Lady Theodora's seneschal, and as such are nominally considered nobility, at least from the standpoint of the Imperial Navy, from which Lord Abelard hails. On Dargonus, however, their position is precarious. Firstly, they never were granted an official title, a process which has been impeded for decades by the old house of Dargonus, and secondly, the other families do not see them as equals, but more as upstarts clinging to the road trader's favor. They are responsible for the capital world's fleet and the majority of the cargo shipments on the domestic routes. All right. After hearing that, I now feel the urge to have every one of those psychopaths succeeded at once. No. Enough about the nobles. Was there anything else you wanted to report? There was, your lordship. This time it concerns the many reasons for my presence on this planet. Xenos and the threat they pose to both you and to humanity as a whole. The last few months have been difficult for the people who report to me. My eyes and ears scattered throughout the Koronus Expanse. Warp disturbances, astropaths overcome with madness, ships disappearing in the Imperium. Many of my observers and contents have gone dark or have been killed by some calamity or another. Still, I managed to establish communication with some key individuals who were able to warn me of incoming threats, including Xenos raids. It is within my power to supply you with intelligence on where and when the Xenos will strike next, but I do not doubt the governor will beg you for protection against the Xenos, and in this fight, the information from my contacts will serve you well. I beseech you, Arlos, if you ever report a threat looming over a ship or a planet, do not dismiss it. Sometimes it takes an intervention of a rogue trader and his mighty voidship to avert disaster. Okay. The scars on your face. What happened? About 5 years ago, there was an accident. Several tanks of promethium exploded in the storehouse at my estate, and I was burned alive under the rubble. The governor preserved my soul, and the skilled physicians saved my body, except for my lungs, in which I had to part. I presume the incident was an attempt on my life, but the identity of whoever was behind it remains a mystery. All right, let's no. Let's not talk about them again. Responsibility. Officially, I'm a secretary of the world's administration department. Less officially, I'm afraid, can't disclose that even to you. In short, I collect and investigate reports of heresy taking root on upstanding planets of humanity. Above all else, I'm concerned about the Xenos threat that hangs over the entire Koronus Expanse, including your protectorate. Sadly, my mission was complicated by the recent warp disturbances. I am still trying to reestablish contact with my many agents. Okay, what about the Xenos? The residents of the local system are no strangers to skirmishes with enemies to humanity. But recently, the loathsome beasts seem to have completely flown off the handle. We're receiving reports from ships that made it through the warp to Dargonus. Both they and the colonies they have departed from were attacked. We have identified the breed of Xenos that pose this threat, the Drukhari, humanity's ancient foe. Be vigilant on your travels. The Xenos will undoubtedly attack a rogue trader ship should they find the circumstances to be in their favor. Unfortunately, in the host of humanity, there are those who are willing to grovel before our enemies in the hopes of a valuable reward. You may be interested to know that we are on the trail of such heretics. Overwhelming evidence indicates that a Maraud Void Station in the Lurgan's Belt is being used as a base. Oh, I went there already. By a band of pirates who are not above dealing with Xenos. I was unable to persuade the Chancellor for his need to dispatch a ship there, but perhaps you would like to pay a courtesy call to them. Let's see. Do you know anything about the cult of the Final Dawn? My knowledge is deplorably limited, Your Lordship. All my attention has been focused on tracking Xenos activity. I'm certain that Master Van Calix could tell you more about those heretics than I. About your unofficial work. Yes? Whom do you truly serve? The rogue trader or the interrogator of the Inquisition? And whom does the rogue trader serve? The Golden Throne? The Protectorate? Could it be that one stems from the other? And if so, is there any sense discussing it? Oh, it's very true. Okay. Good with words, I like it. I want to listen to your agents and means to contact them. I can understand your desire as a rogue trader to have everything under your control, and yet I am not at liberty to make use of classified information related to the interrogator's agents in whatever way I see fit. Okay. There's no point in pressing my agents. None of them would ever reveal such vital information, especially not in my presence. Draconis is in no need for spies. I've learned all I wanted to. Okay, I have other questions to ask. I must take my leave. According to the messages I received a few minutes ago, the governor has arrived at court. I imagine that the chancellor is already prepared to arrange the meeting. All that is left is to notify her that you're ready to see Unbread. Okay, so let's go do that. Actually, I think I'm going to save that for... Yeah, I'm going to save that for next episode. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this one. We made it to our home planet. I'm going to talk with some of our commanders. We learned that this guy that I didn't trust to begin with is actually part of the Inquisition. So now I trust him completely. So yeah, let's talk with her next episode and meet with the governor and see what's going on this planet and figure out if we can stop the Drukhari from, well, attacking everything in my protectorate. We need to stop the Drukhari. That's the next plan. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you like to see it, that like, subscribe button. Don't like to see it, that dislike button. But hopefully you guys are enjoying this and all my other videos. But yeah, until next time, keep your stick on the ice.